Stop. Before you make your next move, before you send that message, before you say yes to that opportunity, you need to hear this, because something in your life right now looks perfect, but it's not. And if you touch it, even once, you could trigger a chain of events that quietly destroys everything you've been building. This isn't fear, this is a warning. And what happens next will shock you. You didn't click on this video by accident. Something pulled you here. A feeling, a hesitation, a quiet voice you couldn't ignore. Because deep down, you already know, there's something in your life right now that doesn't feel fully right. It looks good, it feels promising, it might even seem like the answer to everything you've been praying for, but something inside you paused. That pause, that wasn't doubt, that was protection, and right now, you're standing at a spiritual crossroads. One decision, one action, one moment of impatience could shift your entire future. So stay with me, because by the end of this video, you're going to understand why you were told, do not touch it. There's something most people never understand about walking a higher path. It doesn't always feel like progress. Sometimes it feels like being held back, like something invisible is stopping you right when things start to look promising. And that's exactly where you are right now. There's something in front of you, something that looks right, feels right, and almost convinces you that this is finally your moment. It might be an opportunity, a person, or a decision you've been waiting to make. On the surface, everything about it seems aligned with what you've been asking for, and that's what makes it so dangerous, because not every opportunity is sent to elevate you. Some are placed to test you. And the truth is, the most powerful tests don't come disguised as obstacles, they come disguised as answers. They appear at the exact moment you're tired of waiting, at the exact moment your patience is wearing thin. They show up looking like relief, like progress, like a breakthrough. But beneath that surface, there's something you can't fully see yet. This is where most people lose their way. They mistake movement for alignment. They chase what feels good instead of what is right. And by the time they realize the difference, they're already too deep into something that slowly drains them. Right now, your next move carries more weight than you realize. This isn't just about what you choose, it's about what that choice sets into motion. But here's what should scare you a little. What if the thing you're about to grab was never meant to stay? Right now, you're only seeing what's in front of you. The surface, the shine, the immediate appeal. It looks smooth, almost effortless, like it fits perfectly into your life. You see the potential in it. You imagine how it could change things for you, how it could finally give you the progress you've been waiting for. And because of that, it feels safe to move forward. But what you can't see yet is everything attached to it. You don't see the hidden weight it carries. The kind that doesn't show up right away, but slowly builds over time. You don't see the stress it introduces, the subtle pressure that starts small but grows louder. You don't see how it begins to pull your focus away, piece by piece, until you're no longer aligned with what truly matters to you. At first it feels manageable, even exciting, but then comes the confusion, the second guessing, the moments where something feels off, but you can't explain why. That's how it begins, not with chaos but with quiet disruption. And before you even realize it, your energy is drained, your clarity is gone, your peace feels distant. That's the part no one talks about, because by the time it becomes obvious, it's already taken more from you than you expected. This is why you were stopped, not to frustrate you, not to hold you back, but to protect you from something that looked right, yet carried consequences you were never meant to experience. What if I told you, you've already been saved from something you never even noticed? You've been in a season where nothing seems to move as fast as you expected. You've watched others step forward while you felt like you were standing still. And if you're honest with yourself, there were moments when that silence felt heavy, almost like you were being overlooked. You questioned it. You wondered if you missed something, if you made the wrong move, or if somehow you were falling behind. Because when time stretches and results don't show up, it's easy to believe that nothing is happening at all. But that's the illusion. What feels like emptiness is often the most active phase of your journey. It's just happening in a way you can't immediately see. While you were waiting, things were being rearranged. Situations were being shifted. Paths were being redirected in ways that protected you without your awareness. Those doors that didn't open, they weren't missed chances. They were filtered outcomes. Those delays that frustrated you, they were creating space for something more aligned. Even the moments that felt like rejection were actually positioning you somewhere better. Nothing about this pause is random. There's a version of you that needs to exist before what you're asking for can fully arrive. And every delay, every quiet moment, every redirection has been shaping that version of you. So what feels like waiting isn't really waiting at all. It's preparation happening in real time, even if you can't see it yet. But here's where it gets intense. What you're waiting for is also waiting for the right version of you. This moment you're in right now may look small on the outside, but it carries a weight most people never recognize. Because the real test isn't always about what you do, it's about what you choose not to do. There's a quiet strength in holding back when everything in you wants to move forward. In a world that rewards quick decisions and constant action, choosing stillness can feel unnatural. It can feel like you're missing out, like you're falling behind while everyone else is moving ahead. But that's where the shift happens. Because restraint, when it's guided, is not weakness. It's control. It's awareness. It's the ability to recognize that just because something is available doesn't mean it's meant for you. Most people don't stop. They react. They chase what feels good in the moment, and they call it intuition when it's really impulse. They move too quickly, speak too soon, commit too early, and later they wonder why things don't feel right. But you're being trained to operate differently, to pause before acting, to listen before deciding, to trust even when there isn't full clarity. That kind of obedience doesn't come from logic alone. It comes from a deeper awareness that something greater is guiding your steps, and every time you choose that path, even when it's uncomfortable, you strengthen that connection. You sharpen your discernment. You become more aligned with where you're actually meant to go, because sometimes the most powerful move you can make is the one no one else sees. Stay with me, because what I'm about to reveal next is exactly how you'll recognize the blessing when it finally arrives. And if you miss this part, you might walk right past it. Something is already changing within you, even if you haven't fully put it into words yet. The shift didn't happen loudly. It wasn't dramatic. It was subtle, almost unnoticeable at first. But if you pause for a moment and really look at yourself, you'll see it. Things that once felt urgent don't carry the same weight anymore. The pressure you used to feel is starting to fade. Situations that once demanded your attention now feel distant, almost irrelevant. And people who once seemed so important no longer hold the same influence over your energy. That's not disconnection, that's alignment. You're being gently pulled away from what doesn't belong in your next chapter, not by force but by awareness. It's like something inside you is quietly saying, this no longer fits who you're becoming. And the more you listen to that feeling, the clearer everything becomes. You're starting to see things without the emotional fog that used to cloud your judgment. You're noticing patterns you didn't see before. You're recognizing what drains you and what truly brings you peace. That clarity is not random. It's the result of you choosing to step back when it mattered most. Because when you remove yourself from something that isn't meant for you, you create space. Space for truth, space for peace, space for the right things to finally enter your life. And that space is where everything begins to shift in your favor. But here's the twist, the thing you avoided. You're about to see what it really was. Soon, something is going to unfold right in front of you, and it will feel almost surreal, not because it's dramatic, but because of how clearly it reveals the truth you couldn't see before. It may not involve you directly, but you'll recognize it instantly. The situation you almost stepped into will begin to show cracks. What once looked stable will start to unravel. What once felt certain will suddenly feel uncertain. You might see the opportunity you were considering become complicated, filled with stress or hidden problems you never anticipated. Or the person you almost trusted may reveal a side of themselves that shifts everything. Small details will surface, patterns will become obvious, and the illusion that once drew you in will lose its power completely, and in that moment there won't be confusion. There won't be doubt. There will be clarity, sharp, undeniable clarity. You'll pause and think, if I had moved forward, I would be in the middle of that right now. That realization will hit deeply, not with fear, but with relief. A quiet, powerful sense of gratitude will take over, because you'll understand how close you came to something that didn't align with you at all. This is the moment where everything connects, where the hesitation you felt finally makes sense, where the delay you questioned reveals its purpose, where the guidance you almost ignored proves it was protecting you all along. And once you see it, you won't unsee it. You need to understand something that will change how you see your entire journey. You were never meant to move like everyone else. The way you think, the way you feel, the way you hesitate before certain decisions, it's all different for a reason, and that difference isn't a weakness, it's your protection. Most people move through life reacting. They chase what looks good, they follow what feels exciting, and they rarely stop to question whether something truly aligns with who they are becoming. But you've noticed it, that inner pause, that quiet awareness that makes you step back when something doesn't fully sit right. That's not overthinking, that's discernment. You're not here to grab every opportunity that appears in front of you. You're here to choose carefully, to move with intention, to recognize that not everything that shines is meant for your path. And yes, that will make your journey look slower at times. It may even make you feel like you're out of sync with the world around you. But you're not behind. You're precise. There's a level of awareness being developed within you that most people never reach. You're learning to read situations beyond what's visible, to feel what's hidden beneath the surface, to trust signals that can't always be explained logically, and that changes everything. Because once you start moving with that kind of clarity, you stop stepping into things that drain you, and you begin stepping only into what truly belongs to you. And what's coming next will prove that everything you went through was necessary. There's something being prepared for you right now, and it's not small. It's not confusing, it's not draining, it's aligned. And when it arrives, you won't question it, you won't overthink it, you won't feel anxious about it. You'll feel peace, a deep, undeniable peace, the kind that doesn't need explanation, the kind that confirms this is right. And when that moment comes, you'll look back at everything you avoided, everything you walked away from, everything you didn't touch, and you'll understand it wasn't loss, it was positioning. Listen carefully. You didn't just avoid a mistake. You broke a pattern, a cycle that could have repeated for years, a path that would have slowly drained you, a direction that looked good but led nowhere. And by choosing differently, you changed everything. So don't rush now. Don't go back. Don't second-guess what you were guided away from. Stay steady. Stay aware. Stay aligned. Because what's coming is already moving toward you. And when it arrives, it will make sense. If this message resonated with you, like this video, subscribe and comment. I trust the timing. Because your next chapter is closer than you think.